Hello, welcome back. Joe Soto here again with Revenue Inbound, and here for Tai Lopez's Social Media Marketing Agency course. And today we're going to talk about, in this particular module, how to create a Facebook offer for your clients. We're going to go through the whole campaign from start to finish. I'll even show you how I would run an ad for it. I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to try and go slow, but luckily this is recorded so you can rewind and replay it. This is a very simple strategy for creating offers for your clients. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for a restaurant or if you're doing it for a local nightclub or if you're doing it for a local hair salon or a pet food store or a fitness club. Okay, all of them are always offering offers of some sort. And whether it's 10% off or 20% off. And if you want some good offer ideas, just go to Groupon.com and look at all the different offers that are out there. You're not going to give anything as outrageous as what Groupon gives, because that doesn't really help your client to give away the farm. But you are going to get some good ideas for headlines and ways to create an offer. So I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook offer right on Facebook, and then I'm going to show you how I place the ad for it. All step by step. We're going to do it in real time, so you don't have to just read off a sheet or see a bunch of slides. We're going to do it for a real client. Actually, this is one of my restaurants that I own or have ownership in, called Yummy Pig New American Barbecue. So let's take a look at Yummy Pig now. So I'm screen recording here, and this is the simplest way to offer an immediate offer. So in this case, we're going to offer 20% off lunch Monday through Friday. And the reason is, particularly for Yummy Pig's case, they don't have as much business at lunch as they do at dinner. So they're always trying to drive weekday lunch up. They get busy for lunch on Friday and Saturday, but Monday through Friday, and Fridays it picks up quite a bit, but really Monday through Thursday it's not nearly as busy. Friday's a little bit more, but we're going to do a Monday through Friday lunch. I'm going to show you an example of one that I've already done so you can see when it's completed, and I'll show you how we create it from A to Z. So you see here, it says the Leesburg Diner. It's the local diner in Leesburg, Virginia, okay? And on October 5th, we ran a Facebook special. This was actually highlighted in one of our other modules, but what I wasn't able to tell you then that I do know now is that we had over 60 new people come in as a result of this 1 week promotion. That's 60 new customers that came in for lunch and have already, now there might be more. We had dozens of more than that claim the offer, but we had 60. The only number that matters is how many people redeemed it and came into the restaurant. And by the way, your client will tell you how many people redeemed the coupon or redeemed the offer. But we had, at the last time I checked, there was over 60 people who had brought in the 20% off lunch and had lunch at this restaurant who had never been there before. And if you were paying attention to a previous module that I did when I talked about average lifetime value of a client, you know that that's worth potentially tens of thousands of dollars in new business over the next few years for our restaurant client. So anytime you can get 20, 25, 30, 50 new customers into your client's business from a result of your social media, that's a result they can bank on. And it makes you look good. They're not going to want to ever let you go. They're going to want you to continue to do creative offers like this. And I want to just preface it with, the most important part of all this is making sure you come up with a good idea. And that's really social media in general. They're paying you for the ideas. But 20% off lunch for a restaurant doesn't take a lot of brain power. It's pretty easy. Your job is not just to post the offer, like I'm going to show you how to do and make the offer, but your job is to also make sure that people see the offer. That's what we're going to get into next. So let's talk about how we do it. So first of all, I'm just going to take some of the same language that we used here. And drop it right into here. It just says Facebook special, join us for lunch. And I'm going to say join us for lunch Monday through Friday and take 20% off. Just show this to your server here at, now he's almost here at Yummy Pig. Okay, so now I've got the initial text. Actually, I think I have to put that in the offer, but I'm going to grab that. So let's click on offer. Do you see right here, right above where I put that text in there? That's like my working copy. I might adjust that, change it, and I've highlighted it and copied it. But you can see right here above it, it says offer an event. So if I click on that and scroll down, you'll see here it says I can make an offer for my page. I can publicize an event. So anytime you're doing an event in event marketing for your client, this is where you would do it. Milestone, note, I can take a note for them, but you're going to mainly use offer and event. So let's click on offer, and it pops up the template for you. And all you really have to do is fill this in. So I'm going to put, choose where people can use this offer. I'm going to say in store, because in this case, it's a place they would bring the offer to, which is a restaurant. I'm going to do, I can choose % off, amount off, buy one, get one, free stuff. So I could do like a buy one entree, get one entree free. I can do buy one, maybe we're doing a special for Christmas for a fitness club. I can do buy one membership to our fitness club, get one membership free for 90 days, something, whatever. You got to come up with the ideas for these offers. That's the most important thing that they're paying you for, other than, to get results. But you come up with the ideas. Let's just keep it simple. I'm going to say 20% off. And now it tries to populate a title for me, but I don't really like necessarily that title. I'm going to go back and use a similar title I have here, which is 20% off lunch Monday through Friday. You see that there on this other screen? So I'm going to do 25% off Monday through Friday. I'm actually going to capitalize the word off, just like that. Description, like this is where I can cut and paste in that little description I had written above the, or inside the publish box as you saw earlier. You see it automatically shows up on the right side. Facebook special, join us for lunch, Monday through Friday, right? And then I can add up to 5 photos here. And so I can do all kinds of things. Like I can do a whole slideshow of up to 5 photos they can scroll and see. Or I can design something that kind of looks like this, which I can do. And I'll show you how I did that right in Canva, so you can get a little Canva tutorial while you're at it. So that's the next step. So I got to add the photo. So let's go to Canva. I'm going to click on Facebook ad, because the actual dimensions, as you can see, is a little bit different for this post than for other types of posts like this, which this is a full Facebook post in Canva. So normally I'd pick Facebook posts here in Canva, but this time I'm going to pick Facebook ad. And remember, Canva's free. So if you don't have canva.com set up, then you're making a mistake. And if you think that you don't know how to use Canva, just type in Canva tutorials into Google, just like this, and you see graphic design tutorials by Canva. I promise you, the best time you could ever spend on your agency is having you and or your team learn some of these advanced tips for making really cool looking graphical posts. You will look like a full-blown graphic designer to your clients if you get good at this stuff. I'm not that good, but some of these tutorials have really helped me. And then for my team, they've really gotten good. So I'm going to click the Facebook ad. I think that's the right size. I'm going to cross my fingers that's the right size for this campaign. I'm going to click on elements. I'm going to add a little 4-point grid. Learned this in my Canva tutorial. So I'm going to make this look a little easier than it is, because I'm going to go kind of fast. But I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. I'm going to click on uploads. I'm going to go find my Yummy Pig folder. I happen to have their folder in my Canva because, again, like I said, it's one of my restaurants. And then I'm going to add, some things that people might order at lunch. These are some delicious brisket empanadas, but I like this picture better. Let's see, people love the burgers here. So I might add see if I can't get the pig burger in here. Yeah. I'm going to put in a different one. Let's try this one. That's fine. Let's do that. And then I might throw in some sliders. These are popular. And man, the tacos are so good. Okay, so there you go. Now I've got a nice little post. And I'm going to add in, now that I got my pictures added into the ad, I'm going to grab, let's see, a shape. so I can make it look kind of fun and stand out. I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to make this color orange because that's the color of Yummy Pig. That's their main color. I'm going to throw in a little graphic here in the middle. I'm going to make that one white. Pretty cool, right? And now I'm going to grab some text because I got to tell them what the offer is. 20% off. 20% off. That's got to be my biggest part of my text. Just like this. And now I'm going to add lunch. Just like that. I might make this one orange. Now we have, voila. Quick little ad. Now you may go, oh, what about the client's logo? So I can throw in their logo. If I can find the logo. There it is. PNG version is a transparent version, lays over these graphics really nicely. See that? I can make it a little smaller because I don't want Facebook to penalize me for my text. 20% off. I'm going to title it Yummy Pig Lunch. Now I've saved it. Now it's saved to my Canva. Now I'm going to download it. It's saving my design, preparing it. Going to download it right into my downloads folder. See how fast you can look like a professional designer for a 20% off voucher and coupon? Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to open up another tab because I need to remember the text overlay tool for Facebook. Just type in facebook.com and then just type in Google. You can just do text overlay tool or image text, or just copy this URL up here that you see on your screen. I'm going to click upload. I'm going to grab that photo. Take a look. And then I'm trying to get a green light, right? See, it says image text, okay, green. Look on the right side. If I would add too much text on there, on that image, then Facebook would tell me that my ad reach might be lower because I need to get this approved for a Facebook ad. So it's perfect. I got the green light. That's what I always call it. So I'm going to that was just for checking. I'm going to delete the tutorials. Let's go back over here. So now I have an image. So I'm going to upload the image. Since it's safe, hopefully this shows up good inside of the ad. And as you can see on the right side, it does. So every once in a while it comes across a little blurry like that. Facebook's weird, but looks good enough. So Facebook, 20% off, Monday through Friday, at Yummy Pig. Now I try to create these so they'll pop. So I do usually spend a little bit more time on the text and the image, but this looks like it'll stand out. I really want the customer prospect, the person in that's going to see this ad, I want them to see the 20% off. I really want them to say, I got lunch, 20% off, we got to go there. We got to go to Yummy Pig. Get one of their pig burger or their sliders, okay? So expiration date, I'm going to say it's going to run through November, so through the end of November. That people could be downloading this. Discount code, I like the discount code. 20 off now. You can use whatever. It's going to give them the offer notification in their Facebook once they claim the offer. And the nice part about this is, for up until November 30th, like once a week, Facebook will remind them that they have a claimed offer that they have to go in and redeem. So it's like they do the ongoing marketing for you. They're reminding your client's customer to go into that business and get the 20% off. So you can, it's a beautiful thing. So if you learn just this, you can get financial lift for your customers. Now, it doesn't always have to be a percentage off. Like I said, it might be a buy one, get one. It might just be an offer, for an event and get, maybe come in for, to be part of a raffle. It doesn't even have to be money at all. Terms and conditions, you don't need to have any terms and conditions, but I can put good for Monday through Friday only if I wanted to. Total offers available, I'll put, 10,000 because basically I don't want to have a limit. And this is exactly, it's showing me exactly what my ad will look like. And then if I click on mobile news feed, you'll see exactly what it'll look like on the mobile news feed. So it looks nice on there as well. That's what it looks like on your mobile phone. And now I can click create offer, okay? Now it should have already, it's asking me to reload, so I'm going to reload and make sure it shows up. There it is. There's your offer popping up right on Facebook. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, now I can go to new page. I'm going to go to my Facebook ad account for Yummy Pig. By the way, I had people asking me so far, and they're in this program, how do I get multiple ad accounts? You have to ask Facebook for it. So they'll only give you up to 2, and then you have to contact Facebook and request more ad accounts. Give them your business manager ID number, which is the ID number at the top. Not for your ad, of your business manager. So if I go back to business manager, now you see my ID number at the top up here inside the URL. That's the easiest way to find it. You have to give them that and then explain to them that you're an agency representing different clients. You need more than one ad account. And they'll give you they'll free you up for thousands of accounts. I think they give you an initial 1,000 right away. Okay, here we are. We're inside of Yummy Pig's ad manager. I'm already running an ad for them right now, so I don't really want to run this ad. I'm just doing this for the sake of teaching you. I'm going to do, now I can choose all these objectives, but for this one, I do want to boost it. I'm not boosting it from the front because it doesn't give me all the targeting or placement opportunities that the ad manager does. So that's why I would only boost from the back end. And when you can be more selective with your targeting, which I'm going to show you how you can do that, and you can manipulate your ad placements, you can optimize your dollars spent much more wisely. But if you see here, the campaign name says post engagement. I'm going to say 20% off offer. So that way I know when it saves it, that when I look at my itemization of my ad spent, what ad that was for. And then it says use a saved audience, but I'm going to pretend I'm creating a new one and pretend I'm a new business or a new ad and just create up the ad account. I'm going to grab the address for Yummy Pig. All this time I still don't have it memorized. And I'm going to add that location right in here. And the reason why I add the exact location, if those of you who forgot, is because that'll let me have a smaller radius. So I'm going to do, hold on. There we go. You have to actually click on it when it populates the address. I didn't do that. Okay, and then you can see here, it actually lets me shrink, because it's a populated area, down to 1 mile. If I wanted to just target 1 mile around the restaurant, I could do it. By the way, if I was boosting this post from the front of Facebook, I could not do that. It forces you at 10 miles. The other thing is, in order for you to get under 10 miles, you have to put in the exact address location of where you're targeting. If I were to just type in Leesburg, Virginia, then it would not allow me to target less than 10 miles. It would just say Leesburg, Virginia, 10 miles. Because I'm adjusting this for, and I really want this to be, and since it's for lunch, remember, people that live 10 miles away from Leesburg are not going to buy or take advantage of a lunch special, right? It's hard to get there for lunch when it's 10 miles away. So I'm going to do 5 miles, because 5 miles in Leesburg, it's pretty easy either way to get through. Traffic isn't going to be more than 10 minutes, and they can come there for lunch. But I'm going to do usually around 3 to 5 miles for lunch special. I want to make it realistic that people can get there. So you see, I chose 5 miles. Now, I know, because I just know my client, and you'll know yours, that their average age is between 24 and 55. That's pretty broad. I know that it's actually between 25 and 54, but we're trying to target a few more millennials, and millennials love good deals. So if you give them 20% off, I just know that I'll go a little bit lower in the age range to try and get those people in. I don't target much below 24 because the broke college kids don't want to pay very much for these burgers and fries. So I'm going to try and get someone who's just getting into that professional workforce who can appreciate 20% off, but still also appreciate good food. I'm going to scroll down. This is where I can do the detailed targeting if I wanted to. So if someone said, Joe, I want to target Raytheon, because Raytheon is an employer that's not very far from Leesburg. You can see they have 28,000 people. Maybe I just want to target Raytheon for the 20% off lunch. In this case, I'm going to not include any other demographics because, quite honestly, everybody's within that 5-mile radius between these age ranges probably eat lunch in Leesburg as long as they work there. It's only going to target people who are in those radiuses. By the way, you can exclude areas too. Do you see here? I didn't point this out in the last time. You can exclude a location if you want. And I've done that where I don't want certain people or certain states that I don't want to be servicing to see it. You can exclude there as well. So now I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to save this audience. I could put Yummy Pig, exact address, 5 miles, lunch. That gives me a name for this audience, so I don't have to actually put all that information in the next time around. And then, now, notice Facebook automatically brought me down here because they want me to skip this part. They don't want you to manipulate your placements because they're trying to make money from you. And they says, you know, people typically want to choose the recommended placements. Do not do that. Always click edit placements, and particularly when you're doing 20% off coupons, that's one of the few times you won't include Instagram because Instagram is not clickable for links inside of Instagram posts. So if you're doing a post where you're selling a burger, or you're selling food, or you're selling, you know, Sally who's at the gym and she's taking on the bag and kickboxing, and you're posting that and saying, hey, come lose weight, ladies, with us, and a fitness post. That's a great post for Instagram, right? And food is a great post for Instagram. But an offer that's targeted for Facebook offers, it's going to be Facebook only. But I also want to make sure I manipulate where it goes. So I don't want it to be on the right column, so I click that little down arrow. I want the feeds checked, but because I'm fine with it being on the Facebook news feed and the mobile feed, but I do not want it to show up in the right column because Facebook will kind of, it's like taking your money because people don't click on the right column ads as frequently as they do what shows up in their feed, particularly for restaurants. And you can do a little testing with this to see which type of ad and what placed where pulls the best for your clients. That doesn't always happen right out of the gate. And you can tell them you have to go through some of that testing period in your first 90 days. So that way you can optimize how you're placing ads for your clients. Now notice, I'm not doing anything more complicated than that in this ad. Okay, this is exactly what we did for the Leesburg Diner example that we sent you. We spent a little over $100, I believe, on that ad. We'll do the same thing with this one. We got over 60 people to claim that offer for the Leesburg Diner. More than worth it to the client because of the lifetime value of those new customers and what that was worth to them. So I'm going to just put on here $10 a day, or I could put on $50 for 2 days, but I want to spend about $100, and so I'm going to run it let's do the 10th. $10 a day, and as you can see here, that's actually 8 days, $80. So I might jump it up to $120. So I'm running it for about an 8-day period. It's going to run through November 10th, although the offer is good till the end of November. And now I'm going to go down here. Everything else looks good. You're going to leave it. Notice I'm reaching between 1,100 and 3,000 people per day on Facebook with this ad. I can reach a total of 61,000 people who can eat lunch within that 5-mile radius around the restaurant. And my age range is calculated there, 24 to 54. And I can hit continue. And then I have to select the post. So I'm on Yummy Pig. That's perfect. Timeline photos. I'm going to grab the Facebook promo that we just did. This is why you post first, advertise second. I've got people who are messaging me saying, I'm creating an ad, but they won't find a post, and it's because you didn't do the post first. So make it easy on yourself. Do the post first like I did. Follow exactly the steps I've walked you through here, and then I click place order. Now, because I'm already running another ad for this client right now, and I haven't given them a heads up on this promotion, I'm not going to click place order. I'm going to actually delete this one. And it's going to ask me, what, are you sure? Leave, because we're all finished. And I'm going to delete this off the page because we're not going to run this promotion right now. And I wonder how I delete it. I'm not sure how I delete this off of here. Hide from the timeline. Let's try that for now. That'll be enough. Okay, perfect. I don't want this on Facebook. Perfect. Okay, that's how you do it. Simple. Creating an offer on Facebook. You can do it for any type of business. You can be creative in what you're offering. And if you follow these steps exactly and you market to the radius that makes sense for your customer, you might have to do certain targeting like women only if you're representing a women only business. But ideally you start with very vague targeting so you can kind of grow that market awareness, and then you can start layering and doing more specific targeting to certain groups, certain companies and so on. But keep in mind that typically will cost a little bit more on Facebook, and you really only want to do that once you start showing your client that you're able to get some results for them. Because they don't want to be a testing ground for your advertising, they want some immediate results, and then they're much more lenient for you to test certain things out on their behalf to help them. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you.